Okay, so I know Dragunity Rulers is a pretty broken ass deck to be playing this format, and everyone probably fucking hates me at this point. But hell, it's a great deck. I mean, I used to hate Dragon Rulers because, you know, same reason everyone else did. Everyone was playing them. It was pretty awful format, last format. But I'm not gonna lie, having an answer to every single thing that your opponent has to throw at you is a pretty good deal. So, hello and what is up, Yu-Gi-Oh players of YouTube? My name is Xander from Team Iron Knights, and I'm bringing y'all a deck profile of my Dragunity Rulers, whatever the fuck this date is right now, November 29th, sure, put that in the title, yeah. Okay, so let's just go straight into it. The obvious things, you know, 3 Duxes, and because you know Duxes, obviously you need it to get your level 8s out, level 8 broken ass synchros out. So your 2 Phalanxes, because you really didn't need 3 now because you have all of this other junk here that can really easily get you these 2 Phalanxes. That's pretty much the reason. Also, I needed more space for other shenanigan cards to keep it at 40. I don't care what anyone says. If you go over 40 cards, your deck is very likely not going to work. So I'm going to stick with 40. Next card is 1 Mistletoe. Had 2. Don't really need any more since, you know, we have these guys here. Used to use this to, like, I still use it to pull off a ton combos and maybe a Strike Bouncer to screw with Monarch players or other players that use his monster effects to pull crap off. And then 3 of each Dragon Rose except for Title, because Title is a loser. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we have 2 Effect Veilers, because these were put in place of the Maxis I had in, because Effect Veiler is much more relevant this format because it's way slower, but there are people who can pull off really strong combos if you don't stop them. Like, as much as I would love to draw like 20 cards off of someone's BS, I don't want to. Like, because if even I did draw a whole bunch of cards, they have every out to everything I have, that's not going to be cool. If I just Effect Value, stop them there, and then OTK the next turn, that'd be great. So that's why there's 2 Effect Veilers. And then the 1 Red Eyes, because it's the best card in ever. 2 Cards of Consonance, because 2 tuners. I mean, might cut 1, but it's been working out pretty well for me. It's actually been live every single time I've had it in my hand. But I wouldn't put it at 3 since you only have 2 tuners anyway. So yeah, 2 is good. 3 treasures, 3 Sacred Sword of 7 stars because it is broken. With these 9 broken cards. I mean, I shouldn't even have to explain it, so we'll just go on. 1 Dark Cold because I normally don't use it. I only use it if I'm still waiting to be able to play. Because sometimes you will draw a really awkward hand where you have like 1 Blaster, 1 Redox, and no way to draw or get a Ravine in your hand. You get like a whole bunch of traps. So you might wait. They pull out a whole bunch of combos. You stop their play, and then you Dark Hold the crap out of them. Just pretty good. I didn't like to run the last format because I didn't want to destroy my own monsters, but it's pretty good now because of the Dragon Rulers. 2 Terraforming because it was at 3, but I mean, you get like I honestly would love to put 3 in here, but I had to cut 1 for something else. But it really doesn't make that big of a difference because you have a million other cards here that can get you to your Terraforming and Ravines easily. So I'll put it at 2. There's no way I'm ever going to cut it to 1, that's for sure, but we're leaving it at 2. It's been working out right now, so that's fine. Gold Star, I shouldn't have to explain. Foolish, shouldn't have to explain. Book of Moon, shouldn't have to explain. All Hail the New Trio. 3 Ravine, because it's the best card in the deck. 1 Return from a Different Dimension, because it is a sacker. Like, literally, this would either win you games or save you from sudden death. It is everything, and you always have half your life to pay. So, but there is a certain time where you would play this or not play this, because you play at the wrong time, you're probably going to die, because you paying even 4,000 life points, or if you're at 4,000 you pay 2,000, you still only have 2,000 life points left. That's not very ideal. So yeah, obviously you would have it in there though, because you're playing with dragon rulers. Durr. Yeah, next to Trap Stun. I like Trap Stun because it's a very trap heavy format, but I didn't want to use Decrease because I like to use my own traps too at some point. There are turns where you just Trap Stun them and proceed to OTK them. Everything is happy, sunshine, and rainbows. Or if you get a Stardust and Draco Sack out, that's fine too, because if you can stop them from stopping you, then you would have something to kill them with. Make sense? Not really. I don't care. Moving on. 2 Breakthrough, 2 Fiendish. I think I might cut on the Breakthroughs for Nerf Fiendish, but I don't like Fiendish because it kind of sticks on the field, because they may synchro off the Fiendish monster or tribute them or for something, and then Fiendish is stuck on the field, and that takes up space. So that's why I had the 2 Breakthroughs. Basically the same thing. I mean, it's just the effect trailer on the field. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, and then 1 Mirror Force because it's a sacker too. I mean, Mirror Force, it's such an old card, but I don't know. Like, I try to run one every deck I do, even though I know I shouldn't, but it is just such a funny card if in a lot of situations. I mean, the worst, you discard it for Ravine's effect. Alright, so that's, that is the main deck, and we'll move on to the extra deck now. Shit, I should have ordered this. Okay, we'll just go into it from level 6. The 3 Vajrayana, obviously, because, I mean, you'd be retarded not to run 3. Especially with that new reprint coming out, everyone's going to be having Vajrayanas. And if you can pick up or even find 3 Dragunity Legion structure decks, you can practically make a Dragunity deck. Yeah. And 1 Gator because it's a Ravine in reverse, and it will help you with your other plays that you're trying to make. Reminds me, I should probably put Zephyrs back in here to make cool plays. Anyway, that's the level 6s. We have 4 of them, and then we have 2 Stardust because it is awesome. I mean, people have been making Stardust with Dragunities since the dawn of time. I mean, why would you not have it in there? Scrap Dragon 1. Get those problem cards. Also, Paris of Arrow Draco Sack. You can sacrifice tokens to pop cards, and then have both of them attack. Very good. Crimson Blader, because this card literally shuts down practically every single deck in format. I mean, literally every single deck, because it's not just that it stops your opponent from special summoning, it stops them from summoning at all of 5 or higher. I mean, I think the best thing they would do is make a Gotcha or a Kappa and try to protect themselves. Either that or just take the damage so they can actually do something next turn. Next one, Giganti Castle. Okay, this card is literally just in here for funsies. I mean, it's still kind of testing because I was looking through cards that could, you know, potentially be good level 9s, because, you know, I had a Phalanx and I had Dragon Rulers. And it actually did, it did actually a lot of good, because I would have a Draco Sack out, and I would use the tokens as synchro to make super powerful Gigantic Castle to get over certain cards. Either that or to OTK, doesn't really matter to me. Yeah, literally it's just in your funsies. It might get cut if I was in like a tournament play or something, but I keep it in there because it's good fun. I mean, that's pretty much it. 2 Draco Sacks, even though I'm probably never gonna get a second one in real life because it is a balls expensive card. Holy crap. But everyone should know it's a pretty broken card. It can't be destroyed when tokens are on the field, and it can pop cards. So why would you not have it in here? 1 Guy Dragon to get over those rogue decks who set a lot and not let you really attack. Or so Chain Burn. Fuck your Morphing Shard. 1 Big Eye, obvious. Strike Bouncer. I love this card, this format. Just summon him with a Stardust, and your opponent can't do anything. Like, even last format was even relevant back then because you had the Strike Bouncer out, you could stop Draco Sack or Big Eye. I thought that was pretty. I don't know. It's still a really good card to start, but it's so much harder to get Mouse since you only have one Missile Tang. I might bump Missile Tang up to 2, depending on my mood. But you know, since you have the Draco Sack and the Big Eye, it's not really a problem to get Strike Bouncer out. So we'll just stick him at 1. Atom, obvious to get your combos out. This side deck is total BS. I'm still just switching around and stuff. I mean, I know Droll and Lockbird is out of the question. It hasn't been working out that well, honestly. None of these are really relevant anymore. I mean, only one I could say is probably Soul Drain, Eradicator, and Chain Disappearance, and Maxi. Those are the only ones I would say that are even relevant. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That is my deck profile on my Dragunity Rulers. Super broken ass deck this format. I expect something to get banned that's gonna make me rethink this whole thing here. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, please comment, rate, subscribe, and check out my team channel too. It will be in the description below. Yeah. Okay, peace.